Hey everybody! So today we are going to be talking about inner worlds. Now, you might be asking, what the heck is an inner world? Well, an inner world is the world inside the mind of a person with DID. Not every system has an inner world, but they are quite common. In our case, our inner world is very, very intricate. And that's partly because we are polyfragmented, meaning more than 100 people. And not only is our world very detailed, it is also multi-layered. So I'm going to talk to you about the layers that I am aware of because I'm actually not aware of all of them. So first we're going to start with what we call the front. In the front, we have a world just like the world out here. There's other people in it who appear to be fillers more than actual other system members. Just kind of a way to fill out our world and make it not seem so empty. And all of the main system members live in a big house where everybody lives together. There's lots and lots of rooms, a big backyard, a porch swing, lots of stuff for the kids to do, all kinds of different things. And the next layer that I'm going to talk about is called the layer for the hidden ones. The hidden ones are the group that keep our absolute worst trauma memories. They also protect our most damaged and vulnerable system member, who is a young girl who is experiencing a consistent and seemingly constant psychosis. She's completely incapable of connecting with reality, and they protect her and keep her safe. The next layer is what we call the locked up ones. They're the system members who are what are called introjects. Introjects are representations of the people who abused us, and also other people in there are system members who were deemed unsafe to our body or our well-being, and we really weren't sure what to do with them. We are hoping with therapy that we will get to a point where we can help these different system members so that they no longer have to be kept separate from us. But due to the fact that these particular system members have in the past attempted to reenact abuse on our body or to harm our body in very serious, potentially life-threatening ways, we feel that it's best that they stay where they are for right now. The next layer is what we call the fragile ones. In this layer, it's a calming kind of darkness, and everyone in there has their own little nightlight that follows them around and keeps them safe. This is where the system members who are very hurt, scared, or even potentially angry, and a lot of them are quite young, live. Some of them are teenagers, some of them are very young children. Then we also have a layer that we call the dirt basement. This is the layer where a number of system members live that we call the zombies, and the reason we call them that is because they seem to be stuck in this perpetual state of catatonia. That means they're completely unresponsive. They will move if prodded. They don't speak or respond or do anything other than just stand there. It's very disconcerting, and we're not really sure why they are that way or how to help them. We're hoping that that's something that we can work out further in the future. And then another layer is what we call the basement. And we're not really exactly sure how to get down there. It only ever seems to happen accidentally. But the basement is kind of a really scary place to be. It's where a lot of system members who are very frightening to look at seem to live. And we're not really sure what to do with that layer, so we mostly just avoid that layer for now until we can figure out how to communicate better with those further system members down there that we may not be aware of, and the ones that we are aware of don't really seem like they want to talk to us so far. And then finally, we have... I'm not really sure what you'd call it exactly. It's more like just a big metal room, essentially, that's behind a large wall. And behind this wall live certain system members that were not introjects, they're not representations of abusers, but they were forced by our abusers to enact abuse on other kids, and because of that, they're prone to enacting unfortunate behaviors on our body that could cause us some very severe trauma and damage, and putting us in dangerous situations where we could be further victimized. So we've kept them over there because we didn't feel comfortable moving them to where the locked up ones are. Now, like I said before, our inner world is very, very complex. And it's multi-layered because we're polyfragmented. Because there are so many of us, our mind essentially compartmentalized everything into different facets, different places where people could reside who dealt with different levels of trauma and different experiences. And our goal is eventually to get to the point that all of these layers can be connected and we can all be aware of each other and have good communication. So, I think that's pretty much everything about Inner Worlds. Hi. It's Marie. I just wanted to cover a couple of things that Kit missed. Okay, so, first of all, we can watch TV and stuff in here, and, read, and go to clubs, and, go to school, and date, and, do whatever we want, really. It's exactly like out here, only, way more advanced. We can do stuff that, nobody out here could ever do. We can make, paper dolls of ourselves that can communicate across really long distances. So if somebody's nervous and needs somebody to stay with them, but they have a job they gotta do, then they can just leave one of the paper dolls with them, and then that'll help. And we also have we eat and stuff in here, and drink, and go to the bathroom, all that normal stuff. We sleep. And we just, have complete lives in here. And, I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that, since Kit hadn't really covered it. So, yeah. Like Kit usually says, I hope you liked this video, and, comment, and and subscribe, and hit that notification thing. And, yeah. So, bye, everybody.